Hey, Zach Pack, welcome back to Zach Talks Tech, where it's about the community, engagement, and conversation we're having here about the tech that you love. So it's been a little bit over 72 hours since I started using the iPhone XR full time. You what? I've got a SIM card in here now. I'm using it basically in my left pocket, and I've got an Android in the right pocket. I've got a number coming in here. I'm using FaceTime, I'm taking photos, I'm having a great time with it. But there are two things that still really stick out for me. And those two things aren't necessarily both negatives or both positives. I got basically one positive and one big negative that are really kind of itching at me about the iPhone XR. My number one like right now that I really enjoy about this phone is the form factor. At 6.1 inches, I think Apple really nailed it on the head. It's the perfect fixture for your hand here. It fits perfectly in the hand. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it doesn't feel gargantuan or too big like the 6.5 inch XS Max, for example. It feels great, and the apps seem to line up a lot better and don't seem to be stretched out or, not properly optimized. There's been some complaints about that, and I've noticed it on some apps as well. Very pocketable, I've got big pockets, feels good. And yeah, with the form factor, I'm very happy with this. That leads me to one of my biggest dislikes. I've talked about this before. It's been a point of contention in the past when I've reviewed iPhones. The notification system is terrible. You'd think with all this extra screen real estate up there with the notch and everything, you could put a blinking light, an icon, something to tell me that there are notifications waiting. Yes, I can see them on the lock screen, but if I had the phone unlocked, I'd have no way of knowing that there are notifications waiting for me. And then when I eventually do swipe down, oh my goodness, they're everywhere. But overall, notifying me, I am so much more used to the Android way of having the icons along the top. It just seems to make more sense. Apple, you guys gotta do something about this. A blinking light, an icon, I don't care what, some way of letting us know about notifications. Now I know some people may not be into that, so give us the option of maybe turning on or off. That could be an option. This is a collab with my buddy Mike at BenderTube, so I'm gonna throw it over to him right now. He's gonna tell you about his first like and his first dislike. Way you go, Mike.
What's up, guys? I'm Mike from BenderTube, bite-sized tutorials and tech reviews to let you know that you should get it or forget it. Now, I've been using this iPhone XR for about 3 days now. Something I really like about it is the portrait mode. Finally, on a baseline iPhone model, something normally reserved for the Plus, I am able to get portrait mode. There is just something nice about that nice bokeh background, the blurry background, that just really sets it off. On top of the fact I'm able to adjust it and fine tune it after the fact now, which is even better. The part that makes it extra cool for me is that you're able to do it with that single lens. Just like the Pixel is able to do, you can now take portrait mode photos, that bokeh background, with one lens. That's now two companies that have proven you don't need a dual lens system to get that. You can do it and fake it with all the software. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows though, because the portrait mode on the rear camera only works for people. It won't work for objects like pop vinyls or, anything else. It only works on people. It's also missing a couple of lighting modes. So put all those things together, it kind of limits what you could do and actually won't work for me because that's how I like to make my thumbnails. So I can't use the iPhone XR to make my thumbnails for my videos. Now, that's just what I think. I'm not sure if there's software limitations or hardware limitations, if they weren't able to do it or they just didn't want to do it so they can make a distinction between the XS and the XR. But it's not there, and I'm wondering if some other app can pick up that slack and make it available. Now, I want to thank Zach for having me on today. Thank you for collaborating with me, buddy, and back to you.
Whoa, thanks Mike. Can't go wrong with those right there. Some good points there about the camera. Guys, if you guys are looking to subscribe to Mike there at BenderTube, I'll leave a link for his channel. It'll be up here and also down inside the description as well. Well, that'll leave it to you guys right here, right now. Let me know down in the comment section here, what are your likes and dislikes about the iPhone XR? Give me one and one basically, and we'll continue the conversation and go from there. If you guys have liked the content here, please leave a thumbs up. Think about hitting that subscribe button as well. Make sure you guys are leaving a hashtag ZAKPack down in the comment section there. You're a part of my Zach Pack, and I'm glad you're here. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Cheers.